Hello, everyone. I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Elden Ring. Um, Last we left off, we actually didn't do a whole lot last time. All we really did was the Lamenter's jail down in the Charos' hidden grave, and then after that, we talked to some NPCs. Yep. So that was basically it. The jail didn't have a whole lot for us. There was a Lamenter mask, or there was a lamenting visage, I should say. Basically, a torch that allows you to that has a permanent skill, or not permanent. It's a torch where the ash you wore on it is a similar to unseen form. Basically, makes you invisible for like I think 15 seconds, give or take. It's not very good, not in my opinion, anyway. When we have like Assassin's Gambit, which lasts much longer, and it also muffles our sound. So no, no. There was the clarifying horn charm +2, which we might use later on, maybe in the abyss or the abyssal woods, I should say. Um, what else did we pick up that was in there? Another hefty jar, prattling plate, a prattling pate. And then at the end of it, there was the Lamenter, kind of a gimmicky kind of boss. He every so often he'll shift to what I like to call this shadow clone phase, where he summons a bunch of clones of himself, and if you don't beat the clones up by the end of that little phase, they disappear, and then you're marked with I'm going to call a Lamenter mark. And if you get 7, well, you can get up to 6 that'll kind of orbit around your player that's shaped like a Lamenter mask. And if you get a 7th mark, it's instant death. So yeah, Lamenter. He's not too bad. The worst part is having to deal with his little clones, because I think he summons like a whole bunch of them. I don't quite remember how many, like 6 or so, give or take. Yeah, that's like the only hard part. But if you have a good way to clear them out in one shot with an AoE spell or skill, or a pretty quick weapon that can damage them quick enough, he's not too bad. He is considered an NPC, so go in with equipment you're comfortable with for NPC fights. Um, the only downside is, again, he's immune to status effects, so bleed and whatnot won't help. And then after that, we came out here, talked to a whole bunch of NPCs, more, who gave us black syrup because Tholier was looking for it. Ansbach, we just told him about a cross, and he talked about more. Freya and Hornsent didn't have anything new. And then Tholier we gave him the black syrup that Moore gave us, and then we got a concoction out of him. Tholier's concoction, which there's only 2 uses I can think of for it. One is for Florisax's little NPC kind of quest line. The concoction allows you to do the other ending to that one. I haven't decided which one I'm going to do this playthrough. I don't know. I'll make a decision once we get to it, but we're not ready to do it yet. We'll do it before we fight Bale for sure. So, but what else was I going to do? Oh, and the other use for it that I can think of is to undo body transformations. Yep, because the DLC introduces 3 different body transformations. The first one we got here is Lamenter. Yeah. It says here, use while disrobed to transform into a Lamenter. So basically, we take off all our clothes, we use the item, our character transforms into another character, kind of. So, and the only way it's undone is through death. And Tholier's concoction is an instant death that we can control. So, So those are the only two uses I can think of. And that was it. Yeah, that's all we did. Between episodes, I didn't do anything, so all our stats are going to be the same. So nothing new. And for today, we'll be starting Belurat Tower Settlement. Oh yeah. I'll be honest, I don't know how far we'll get into it. I doubt we'll do the whole thing in one episode. It's actually bigger than you think. Well, it may not be. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it. But I don't think we're going to do it in one episode, but we'll see how far we get. So yeah. Because, I'm trying to think. If we do it in one episode, I might have to push off talking to the NPCs afterwards. Or maybe we'll just tack it on at the end. I don't know. But yeah, today, Tower Settlement. And after that, we'll go over to Ensis and do that. Oh boy. Legacy dungeons back to back. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. And actually, let me slap. Actually, no, we'll want that. Oops. Did not mean to do that. But yeah, but our equipment for today, start off with the Uchi Katana plus 25. Just cause. I can't really think of a good weapon to use. Well, bleed preferably, which is why I have the katana. It has an 8 bleed, and I am going to be using Blood Flame Blade again. I just like it. So, katana, unsheath, bow, seal, shields, mesmer shield this time with the Karen retaliation. My Deathbird getup, Black Knife Hood, Gravebird armor, Bane glove, Greed of Solitude. I just like how it looks. It's probably my second favorite armor getup. Yeah, my favorite one we can't do just yet, not until like the end, which is sad. But yeah, Dragon Crest Great Shield, staple. Blue Go Talisman, so we have at least 51 boys. Blue Dew, Old Lord, because Blue Dew is just really strong. Old Lords just to recoup some costs when we cast like buff spells. Bloodblade, Vow, that kind of thing. Yep. Flask should have Green Burst and Hard Tier. Firepot, Crab, Rolo, Foot, Glowstone. Spells, pretty much the same, except I swapped out Grail's Roar with Aeonia. It's like my favorite incantation in the game, so yeah. I'm thinking about using the Black Blade again, because I'm pretty sure the Horned Warriors, I think they're the Horned Warriors, I believe they're weak to Holy. I'm not 100% sure on that. So, but we're gonna beat him up the good old fashioned way, and that's parry and riposte. But we'll probably fail at it a few times, but I'm not looking forward to it. But here's the stats. Nothing's really changed, except for some spells, and we do have Rykor's Great Rune, so we are gonna get some heal on kill effects, which will be useful because the Belurat is a legacy dungeon. So we're not going to have any flask refills from enemy groups. All right. Shall we get to it? Let's go. We're going to climb the stairs to divinity. Knock knock. Anybody home? I see Mr. Crab Spider, Scorpion Spider thing. Oh, that almost took him out one shot. Thank you. Hello? A bunch of little ones. Ow. Yep, and they do drop somber stones for some reason. I'm pretty sure that was the headshot bonus. Maybe, I don't know. Or was it an unaware bonus? Because he de-aggroed there for a second. But anyway. Revered Spirit Ash, thank you. Think we have enough to upgrade our spirit? Yep, pretty sure we do. Free money. Free money is always good. Pretty sure there's nothing else in here. Alright. I didn't realize the monumentals were in this game. They're from the Demon Souls. Like the little guys just kind of crouched in like this little position with the robes over their shoulders and the candles in the front of them. Thank you. Fireproof dry liver, maybe. Yeah, these scorpion guys are, I believe they're weakest to fire, I want to say. I see your claws. I saw you. That's why you gotta take it nice and slow, so you can be observant of your surroundings. Fireflies, thank you. Belurat Tower Settlements. Grace and effigy. Thank you. That should probably come in handy. It's not open from the side. Not open from the side. All right. All right. I'm actually gonna rest just to pass time because I'd rather not do this at night. Oh, I just noticed there's a little intricate designs on the black knife hood. I didn't notice that. It's like a floral pattern on it. Interesting. So up our revered blessing. The +4. We need another one, which we definitely will be able to get here. Oh, I forgot. I gotta pass time. Morning. It was almost a morning anyway, but... Alright. Anything else I want to do? Nope. Alright. Yeah, he's gonna be the big guys are gonna be your main problems. Mainly because they hit hard and they have pretty high stagger resistances. Particularly once they start attacking. So he has between what, 30 and 40 stance, 45 stance maybe. Not resin. Nothing behind here except for the guy. Little lanterns. It's still kind of dark. This tree has like scarring all over it. Probably from when Mesmer came through with his fire. Again, nothing back here, not even a little hard rune or anything. Nope. I'm actually gonna take the bow off and put our assassin's dagger on. Yeah. That's why I'm gonna put my assassin's dagger. Hopefully we can get in range. That might work. Yes, good. Ow. Alright. It didn't do as much damage as I thought. I remember them doing more, but that might be because our blessing level is higher than when I first came in here. Tender. Love that satisfying feeling. Lined up just perfectly. Oop, got a well with a ladder. Let's see what's down here. Thank you. Mesmer fire grease. And it's locked. Okay. But Mesmer's fire grease, just a more potent fire grease, obviously. Yeah, I think it lasts, what, 60 seconds, I believe, like the other greases. Fire was a symbol of the crusade. Even Mesmer's rank-and-file soldiers would wield it. Although with our current incantation scaling, the Blood Blade will give us more fire damage anyway. Not a whole lot more, but still more. So I think the grease, the Mesmer fire grease, I believe gives 125 fire damage. I want to say it's 125. Alright. Yeah, since we took care of those guys, this is actually much easier. So if you don't take care of them now, they'll bombard you as you try to cross this little walkway. Alright, I'm pretty sure the big guys have 35 poise. Fire grease. Yeah, because the charged R2 did 30, and then a quick R1 did 5, so I think it's 35. Alright. Okay, maybe not. That guy took a lot more for some reason. Because I'm pretty sure guard counter does 35, 40. Really? 40? Oh. The only way that makes sense is if he did extra, or that does more poise damage than the guard counter, which it shouldn't. It should do the same. Unless it was an attack of opportunity that did extra stance damage, maybe. I think that's why. I want to say that's why. Because we did an attack of opportunity. Alright. Just want to make sure I don't forget anything. Okay. Thought there was a doorway or passage before this up here. Alright, so it's this way. Excuse me. Silver tender, which I'm pretty sure is the better version of the picklefoot. Alright. Grace. Nah, we don't need a rest. Have an effigy. This is where the two guys that would shoot down on you was at. That's where these guys are. Locked. I know, I saw the items as well. I just want to take a quick look. Somber stones we'll always take. I don't know if we can get over there from here. I mean, you can try, but I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. Yeah, well, maybe, I don't know. I don't think there's anything up there, to be honest. I'll take a quick gander if I can spot any, but... no, I don't see any item tails. Alright. Let's just... so the one door is locked. We got the smithing stone. Let's try to grab that other item we saw on that one rooftop. Which is here. Another tender, sure. Okay, I don't see any other items except for up there, but we'll get there eventually. Alright, here comes the fun part. Because this, ladies and gentlemen, is where we find our first horned warrior. Again, he can't be backstabbed. And we got lucky there. We got lucky. I parried so early. I was expecting that attack to lunge more forward than it did. But we got lucky. The parry lingers a bit longer than usual. And he dropped for us his weapon. Nice. Horned Warrior's Sword. It's a paired curved swords. Keeper of the Tower. Yep. Horn calling. To the ground, calling upon clusters of piercing horns. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, so it's paired curved. Again, I wish there was a unique R2 for paired weapons. Maybe not power stance weapons, maybe not, but at least paired should have their own unique R2s. But horror calling. Bam. It is really strong for faith builds, I believe. I believe it scales mostly on faith. The skill. Yeah. That's what I think the E rank is there, is for the Ash of War mainly. Yep. We might play around with that. We might. Alright, we gotta change up our get up here real quick. And I want this. Nah, we'll keep, I should put daggers on. Nah. Alright. So that's the way forward, but we're actually going to go this way first. And I put on our NPC get up because there's an NPC invader coming up. No way. Let's just grab these items real quick. Bones and fireflies. Sure. Alright. So yeah, I put on an NPC gate up because there is an NPC invader right over here. Alright, so... Okay. Clear out the small fries when we can. Just so they don't interrupt us. That should be good. Alright. So when we see the little invasion sign, basically it'll pop up with like a little can't teleport effect on the top left. Once we do that, then we'll start buffing up. Alright.
Those stripped of the grace of gold shall all meet death in the embrace of Messmer's flame.
I guess that's you, buddy.
My words, graceless heathen. Thou shalt never aid the flame of Messmer.
Fire Knight Queeline. And he drops us the Crusader insignia. Okay, my controller doesn't want to do it for me. Thank you. Yes, that was overkill. If I wait for him to get in range for the first flurry of hits, we would have killed him in the whole thing. Man, yeah. And that's why you go out of your way and get the... I had the wrong talisman on too. I had this on instead of this one. I wanted this one. But he dropped for us the Crusader's insignia, or Crusade insignia. Raises attack power after feeding an enemy. Yep. I want to say it's 15% damage boost. And I think it only lasts like 20 seconds, give or take. It's not very long, but it's really good for out in the field. Or in boss arenas with multiple enemies. Warriors who fought in the Crusade set aside both honor and mercy to wantonly impale and scorch those deemed impure. Those who felt invigorated by each cry of death were the same men who were certain of the sanctity of the campaign. A bunch of butchers and madmen. No, we'll put that on. Yeah. Alright. Fire Knight Queeline. And that's why I like the Hand of Melania. It's amazing for NPC fights. It's like a little cemetery graveyard kind of thing. Alright. Shriek of Sorrow. It's an interesting Ash of War. Yep. Utilizes the downtrodden. Scream causes nearby enemies to flinch while also recalling deep-seated resentment, boosting attack power based on the amount of HP remaining. The lower the HP, the greater the effect. I think the threshold is 75, 50, and 25. I want to say those are the thresholds. With the most you get at 25%. I'm trying to remember what exactly it does, but I think if you're at the 50 or below threshold, I don't know. It's interesting how it works. If you meet the threshold level and you activate the skill, you'll get the damage boost. You can then heal and still keep the damage boost of that level, except the lowest one. Once you heal over that lowest threshold that provides the most damage boost, it'll convert to the next highest. So it's an interesting one to have. Like, it's really good if you get your health down to below half, use Ash of War, heal up, and you receive, I think it's another 15% damage boost. I'll have to check, but it's an interesting Ash of War, I gotta say. Fireflies. And I believe it counts as a weapon buff, I want to say. It's either weapon buff or body buff, but I'm pretty sure it's weapon. So it'll stack with like auras and body buffs and all that fun jazz. Arrows, sure, why not? Yeah, I don't think you can get back there. Alright, this little courtyard is done. I think. Yeah, because all these doors are sealed, so you can't go through them. Yeah, but I like these little lion statues. Horned lions. And because of those statues, that's why I think Sharash, the Beast Regent that's on Godfrey's back during his boss fight that we see, I'm pretty sure Sharash is at least related to the Horn Sense in some way. Just because of those statues. I know the Lion Guardians are for sure, but I want to say Sharash is as well. But that's just my theory. It's probably wrong, but it's something I like to think about. Alright, this leads us back down there. And we'll have to go... Okay. Alright, game, I get you. Alright, ooh. Get some daggers on, because those are birds. That's death. Alright, Grave Bird, are you gonna hop down? Thank you. Oh, hello. Overkill? Shh, yeah, but who cares? Buddy, I have a lightning spear. You're not gonna win. Clear out the enemies in advance, because I'm pretty sure they only aggro when you're up there, but we gotta get them while we can. Hey, I know there's a guy over here. Yeah. Thank you. So they do have 40 stance. I'm just gonna say 40 stance. Ah, didn't mean to do that. Mushrooms. Yeah, I can go through walls. I knocked the one guy off the cliff. Or the fall. Whatever. Strings, another around the corner attack. FromSoft loves their around the corner attacks, huh? Up the ladder we go. Storeroom key. Pretty sure that's too far to jump, but let's check it out. Yeah, too far. But now we have the storeroom key. Nah, we'll continue on. Once we find one of the shortcuts to back to the beginning, then we'll swing back to the storeroom. It's that second locked door we came across. We're gonna go down first. Leaves us here. Throwing daggers. Nice. Is there anything down there? Any drop-offs? Nope. Cool. Alright, let's go up. I know right that way is the way forward, so we're gonna go left. Man flies down there. Hold on, hold on. There are actually two scorpion things. There's another one right there. Maybe three? Well, there's at least two, and one of them is a lot stronger than the other. I think it's the left one I think it's stronger than the other. Let's get our bow back. Let's just buff up here. No, I think you're the strong one. Yeah, I think you are the strong one. There's the other one. Holy mist. Alright, come on. Yeah, you're the weak one. Alright. So the one up here was strong, this one was weak. Okay. Okay. Here we have the bone bow. Bone bow. Interesting bow. The Astral Warren, it's like a modified barrage skill. It has a little bit of homing on them, on the projectiles. It's not the best homing, but it helps with the aim. But again, we probably won't be using it just because I like having a mighty shot on our Erdtree bow. Alright, so that does it with this way. Let's go back this way. Okay, nothing there. We'll go down. We have an elevator, which I believe this takes us back to the beginning. This is one of the shortcuts. Yep, there we go. Back to the shortcut. There's the Grace. So now we're just gonna run right up to the storehouse and see what's inside. And it looks like the sun's starting to set. And the main reason why I don't want to just fast travel is because I don't want to reset, particularly the Horned Warriors. Those are the guys I really don't want the reset through respawning. Alright, here's the storeroom. Storeroom key. Wakey, wakey.
Who art thou, stranger? By the look of thee, another of Mesmer's peons, methinks. Tell me, does thy kind never weary grow? How do these old bones fascinate thee yet? Our lands were by thy kind set aflame, our tower by thy kind veiled in shadow. Thou camest, robbing us of all, spoiling all. Have ye not basked in these deeds long enough? Listen, progeny of the wanton's trumpet. For thy sins thou shalt have thy recompense. The sacred beast shall unleash its ire. Till then, with this old hag, do what thou wilt. For all the good it'll do thee in the end.
Ah, yes. The Horn Scent Grandma, or Grandam. The Mesmer's Peon and the progeny of the Wanton Strumpet. Some choice words there, lady.
For what reason dost thou falter, villain? Enact thy sordid work with fullest pride. Else tuck away thy tale and leave for good. Loathsome issue of the rotten strumpet.
It's basically saying, just kill me now and just be done with it, villain. But no, we want to keep her alive.
Be gone. These lands were ours since times of old.
Well,
Be gone. These lands.
I hate to break it to you, but there's a little thing called bigger army diplomacy. But okay, so we're done with her for now. We'll come back once we beat the dancing lion. Here we are, his little headpiece. Mm-hmm. Alright, so this is the storeroom. There's not much in here, except for her. Yep. And just takes us to a little balcony over the street. Yeah. But we'll come back. We'll come back. She has something for us later on. Alright, so let's just sprint forward. Oop, actually, can I get up here? I don't have to drop down for those guys. Never mind. Alright, so we're kind of back where we were. I think we cleared out the left path. Now we gotta go right. So I think we cleared out that way. I think. Aha, you can actually jump up here. Ta-da! White flesh mushrooms. Ow. That hurt. Well, depths key. My guess is that key to the little sewer down below. And to be honest, we'll do that right now. Yeah. Nah, I don't have to. I don't wanna fast travel. Oh, I should have checked what's in there. Bet there was an item in there. You know what, I'm gonna go check real quick. Man, a lot of running around. Alright, so let's see. Can we jump in here? Kind of, but I don't see anything in here anyway. Alright, so that was kind of pointless. Alright, I should have known. I should have known there was nothing in there. Alright, this way to the sewers. The well depth key. And we have the trademark poison swamp. Standard poison, if I'm not mistaken. Let's get some neutralizing boluses just in case. We'll grab 40, that works. Alright. So again, we'll stick with the left wall first. Left wall and then swing around. Ah, yes, there is a weapon in there. I believe that's the right one. I think it's that right there. Or am I probably wrong? Never mind. But I want to say it's there. Is a weapon that we can only get much later on. The Euphoria. I'm pretty sure it's in that room. Or maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. I'll take a look once we get there. But I'm pretty sure it's that room you can get it in. Okay, so nothing over here. Nope, cool. Smithing stones, sure, why not? Alright. Big open space with some items. Definitely a big fight coming up. Fact we can summon, and the ground shaking. Maybe rotted. Yes, you can, and you are. Back off, so I think he's going to do his AoE explosion. There it goes. Ah, saw that coming. And I saw that one coming too. Ow. Immunizing Horn Charm +2. Alright. Poison Bone Darts. So he can be rotted, surprisingly. I would have guessed he couldn't be poisoned or rotted or whatever. Let's see, 313, that's actually a lot, but immunizing charm +3. That's a 180. A whole lot. Alright, we'll actually keep it on just so we can avoid getting poisoned as readily. Pink stone. There was a thin beast bone earlier. Broken rune. Meat. I'm surprised there's not no poison meat. Yeah, it's pretty dark. Alright, so that take care of this side, I guess. Alright, so that's the way in. So looks like I gotta go this way. You can already see them. Some more man-flies. Just barely see one in the distance back there through the fog. Man-flies, yay. Well, they're not hard. It's just going to be a lot of them. Oh, I see it. Yep, that's actually the room. That confirms it. The little, you can see the item glow from here. The item glow of a legendary item, which I'm pretty sure is the Euphoria. The twin blade. Yeah, because you, Yep. At least I think it is. Assuming I'm not wrong. Bolus, sure, why not? Alright. Just checking. I'd rather not go back there, just rather not. I'd rather stick to the side here. Alright, it took me a little bit by surprise. Alright, thank you. Might be a good idea to have our fire longsword instead. Nice. I hear ya. Thank you. It's another big group. That had a pretty big AoE. No one wants your spit. No one wants you either. Serpent arrows. Sure, why not? There's another horned warrior. Oh, great. Yeah, he's not going to be fun. Gotta take out those flies first before we take him on. And maybe not beat him so haphazardly last time. Or like last time. Ow. Thank you. Alright. I'm pretty sure he can be poisoned and rotted. Can't be death blighted, can't be mad. I don't think he sleeps. But I'm pretty sure he can be poisoned and rotted. And I think he can bleed as well, and frostbite. In fact, I actually want to see... I'm curious. It probably won't proc in one hit, but I'm curious. Alright. Oh, it did. Gotcha. See, he just bled there. And he's guaranteed to drop the Horned Warrior's paired curved swords. So now we have 2 sets. But, he does respawn, so at least I think he does. But I wouldn't, if you're gonna farm for his armor, I wouldn't do this one here. I would do the first one we encountered, right by the Grace. Nothing back here. Ooh. Okay, so actually one of those hefty pots did proc frost. So that's good. Poisoned Hand. It's good for a poison build, but which we aren't using. It's a fist weapon, and I think it does deadly poison. The stronger poison variant that's available to us. Yeah, a glove stitched together from the flayed skin of the victims of a butcherous bloodbath. Afflicts targets with deadly poison, raises attack power when poison occurs in the vicinity. Forged in an unyielding black impulse towards revenge, fostered in those who have had everything burned or stolen from them. These are the weapons of the utterly downtrodden. Yep. Basically, the skin pieces sewn together from the various horn-sent people in the tower. But it has a poison exaltation effect on it. So I think it does stack with the exaltation talisman, corresponding talisman. But not for us. Yeah, and the bone bow, rancor shot. Chase down foes as they cut through the air. Yeah, 28 arcane. Ooh, that's a lot. Yeah. And besides, the what's it called? The venomous fang claw weapons, far better at proccing poison than that thing, than the fist. So if you want a poison build, just put an occult attunement on the venomous fang claws, and bam, you can poison someone in like 3 hits. It's nuts. And I think venomous claws does the same poison that the hand does that we just picked up. I'm pretty sure it's the same poison, the deadly poison. So the claws are far better choice anyway. All right, I think we're done with this little rotten area. Climb a ladder. Pretty long ladder. The door. Which is the other door we couldn't open. Alright. You know what? That's actually a perfect place to call an episode. Yeah. Yeah, I'd rather not go too much longer because I know there's not a whole lot more to Belurat here. So I'd rather finish off Belurat and then do NPC talking next episode, and then we can do Ensis on starting a new fresh episode with Ensis, Castle Ensis. So Besides, this is also a good spot. We just unlocked the other shortcut to this Grace. And again, I don't think there's much more to Belurat, so it's a good place to call an episode. Yep, and all we did was we started exploring Belurat Tower settlements. It's a bunch of shadow people, encountered our first horn scent, found the horn scent grandma, grandam, or however you want to call her. Horn scent grandam, grandam, yeah. Grandma, basically. Who calls us a peon of Mesmer and the progeny of the wanton strumpet. Very choice words there, lady. Very choice words. Got invaded by Queeline, who we dispatched with ease because waterfowl dance, awesome. The Rancorpo, another ulcerated tree spirit, where we got another charm. Immunity charm +2. The poison hand. I'm trying to think of what else we encountered. Also encountered our first horn scent warriors, I mean. Or horned warriors. I'm sorry, horned warriors. First one, we got lucky, or lucky? I wouldn't say lucky, but happened to dispatch them pretty quickly. Just because, car and retaliations, parry window, it's a bit longer than the others, so we got lucky. It allows us a little bit of a grace in our timings. But yeah, we encountered another one down there in this little poison swamp area as well. He went about the same. Luckily, I had enough stamina to block his attacks, but you saw they're combo machines that will not stagger for anything or flinch for anything. But they can be parried, and one hefty frost pot does proc frost on at least the ones here in Belurat. It may not be true for the other ones later on, but for now, one hefty frost pot procs frost. And they do bleed, so keep that in mind. Yeah, that's all we did so far. I know there's more to Belurat. There's another cross amygdala in here with another shadow tree fragment, which I think we already have. Okay, we don't have another one. Ooh. I think there's only one fragment in here, so I think level 6 is what we're going to be at when we fight the dancing lion. I was hoping to be level 7, but I don't think we can get that until Altus, or until Castle Ensis anyway. But yeah, Belurat Tower Settlement. And the next episode, we'll just finish this place up. I know there's another horned warrior with a different weapon this time. There's some. I know there's more revered spirit ashes in Belurat. There's at least one, maybe two. So we'll definitely upgrade that here. There's the shadow fragment that we have to grab. There's a cursed blade in here as well, which is, I don't like him. And he's on a stairwell too, which is even worse. I think that's everything else. So I think, no, there's another talisman. And I think beyond that, I think that's all that's left in the tower settlement. And at the very end is the dancing lion, which shouldn't give us too much trouble. Hopefully, maybe. But we'll see. Shadow fragment level 6 is actually pretty high for him. I think 3 or so is a good guy. It's a good one for him. But we're 6, so we should be plenty strong. And then after that, we'll go talk to NPCs. Yep. And then we'll make our way to Castle Ensis. Yep. And then after that, we'll be in the Altus Plateau with more exploring to do. Yeah, but that's all for another episode. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all No, not that. I'll see you all next time.